Thank you for stopping to watch my video today. I want to teach as many U.S. business owners, U.S. entrepreneurs, U.S. franchise owners, and also 1099 income earners how they can save taxes year after year, generations after generations with the Business Spendthrift Trust. It's legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. It comes from England way back when King Henry VIII, that famous king who chopped off his wife's head, started the Church of England. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England, and they went back to the 12th century of the Magna Carta. It's contract law that came to the colonies while we were still part of England. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that will turn 365 years old in 2026. The United States is turning only 250 years old in 2026. Happy birthday. Our current tax structure went into effect February of 1913, and it's only grown and grown since then. The super rich families of 1913, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys, made sure they could save taxes. Well, if they can save taxes, we can save taxes. Hi, my name is Sally Gimmon, and my personal story is on I became a real estate investor in 2018 when my mom got sick in Charlotte, North Carolina. They drove from Goodyear, Arizona to Charlotte for a wedding. She got septic of the blood. She was on a ventilator for 13 months, in a hospital for 15 months. My dad stayed with her. In 2019, with my mentor, I wholesaled 7 bank-owned properties nationwide, paid off all my debt, and had $50,000 in my bank account. They thought I was a rock star in my real estate group. If you remember, there was a Super Bowl commercial that said, "You are not a rock star." I wasn't. COVID struck. On April 1st of 2020, my 3 properties did not pay me. On April 4th, 2020, my CPA called to say congratulations. He actually congratulated me. He said I made so much money in 2019, my tax bracket went from 22% to 24%, and I personally owed $94,000 in taxes. I told him I only had $50,000 saved. His solution was to set up an appointment with him, get on a payment plan, pay interest and penalties, and it'd be taken care of. I went to bed crying that night. A fabulous book to read is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. You put a thought in your mind to come up with ideas. I woke up on April 5th. I knew I was going to call a friend who had a friend who did HELOCs on paid off houses. And I had read an article about the Rockefellers Spendthrift Trust that's called The Office. I started researching, and it took me 5 months, but in September of 2020, I started both my business trusts to stop paying federal and state income taxes on any on all profits, and my beneficial trust to stop paying taxes on any profits. I also started teaching a mastermind in my real estate group, and I was an affiliate of the law firm. With the business trust, you will stop paying federal and state income taxes in all 50 states, Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, and every place else. Just to give you an idea, if you there's 4 ways to file your taxes. You can file single, the most expensive way. Head of household, you are divorced with children 18 or younger in your household. Married filing separately, and married filing jointly. Listen up, I have a free hint for you. Quietly, on January 1st of 2025, the IRS changed married filing separately to match single from 10% all the way up to 35%. There's 7 different layers. If you're married, do yourselves a favor and file jointly. If you make at least $100,000 in 1099 income, I don't care if you're an attorney, if you're an independent truck driver, if you're an insurance agent, you have a TikTok shop, you have a brick and mortar shop, you are an affiliate marketer. If you make 1099 income, I cannot help W-2 income earners, but Google says 32% of W-2 income earners have a side hustle. I had a side hustle. I was a Medicare broker and became a real estate investor. So yes, I was a side hustle. If you make $100,000 in 1099 income or more, you will save 5 figures of taxes every single year. You could use this money to put back into your business, to pay off your mortgage, to buy a new vehicle, take your family on a well-deserved vacation, give to your favorite charity, or save for retirement. When you start the Benson Financial Trust, I have to tell you a little bit about the law firm. The law firm was started 78 years ago by a Harvard law professor, Paul Benson. In 78 years, not a single trust has ever been audited. Now his grandson and great-grandson run the law firm, and they give you a certification saying if you get questioned by the IRS, they defend you free of charge. So I have both my business and beneficial spendthrift trust. There's 5 separate trusts. The business trust saves federal and state income taxes year after year, generation after generation. The beneficial trust is for all investors to stop paying taxes on profits. You pay no capital gains when you sell something at a profit. You pay no interest income taxes if you're a passive investor. You pay no dividend income taxes if you're in the stock market. You pay no rental income taxes if you're a real estate investor. And you pay no royalty income taxes if you have talent or NFTs. There's a mineral rights trust. I've only sold one of those. One of my beneficial trust clients inherited his granddad's horse farm in Oklahoma. On the horse farm, there's 6 functioning oil wells. The revenue from the oil wells goes through the mineral rights trust. Oil wells, shale rights, or coal rights. If you, several of my clients have saved so much money in taxes, they have started their own 501c3 company, so there's a charitable trust. They're giving back to their communities. And finally, the last trust is a senior trust for incapacitated someone who's 65 or older. Maybe they had a stroke, they have dementia. This is a blind trust for them. Somebody else controls it, but if they need to get into assisted living and they do the look back period, they can't find anything. I know this sounds too good to be true. So I purposely have a free masterclass at www.thetrustisyou.com. Better yet, when you set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, I'll take you out to nerdwallet.com. We'll figure out how you file your taxes, single, head of household, married separately, or married jointly. You tell me the numbers, and I will show you the formula for federal taxes. Then we'll figure out your state income taxes too. I'll send you an email with it all broken down. It's your timeline. This is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. Research this. If your CPA or financial advisor says, ooh, the IRS wrote a memo about this. Yes, they did. August 9th of 2013, they wrote a memo saying they do not like IRS Tax Code 643B. They do not like the Irrevocable, Complex, Discretionary, Non-Grantor Spendthrift Trust. It's their opinion. In my opinion, the worst vegetable in the world are lima beans. You can't swallow them whole, and you have to chew them. Yuck. Only Congress can change the tax code. If you've been following the news, the poor TSA agents didn't get paid for 9 weeks. How they survived, I don't know. How do you buy gas? How do you buy food? Ramen noodles you can only eat them so many times. But if you want to set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, it's www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. Both those links are in my profile. Learn the secret of the rich. Stop paying federal and state income taxes. Even our own president's father started the trust back in 1972 when Frank and Donald Trump got sued by the city of New York. Our president is a trust baby. Your children can be trust babies too. Take care and have a beautiful day. President is a trust baby. Your children can be trust babies too. Take care and have a beautiful day.